Yeah, it goes everybody can see. We'll continue on with a game called The Devil's Whisper. Why the fuck is there a car outside? Anyway, where were we? I think we were here. Yeah. Brings back so many memories for me too.
Memories that are not going to come back no matter how much we long for them.
Claire tilted her head and lightly stroked my hair. You know, our parents don't always behave in the most appropriate way, but it's always nice to have a little affection for them.
I don't know.
Wait a second, let me just do this. Text speed is 10. Voices. There you go. 100.
So much has happened that I feel unable to say that.
We both sighed, crossing our gazes again. Claire smiled and took my hand by accident, pulling it away as soon as she noticed it. I missed this too. Oh man. Being like this alone, I don't know. It reminds me of when we were together. No shit. Really? This is what I meant by not expecting to have such a deep conversation when it came to talking to Claire. However, given the incentives, why are there so many fucking vehicles outside, revving their engine like they fucking own the place? However, given the incentives of the talk and the body language of both of us, I like where this was going. With both of us lying on the couch and her head resting on my shoulder, oh crap, I couldn't help but feel like I did when we were dating. Feeling her warmth this close, caressing her hair again, took her hand slowly, which made her hesitate to pull away for a second.
What about Madison?
Yeah, good point, finally.
What's with her?
What do you mean, what's with her? She's just your fucking girlfriend, you fucking idiot.
You're seriously dating, aren't you?
Yeah.
Huh. Seriously dating?
Wait, you're not?
Well, to be honest.
Whoa. Whoa. I don't want to be an asshole. I think we should stop here. I shook my head to... Oh shit, sorry about that. I shook my head to indicate that we should stop.
This isn't right.
Yeah, finally notice, asshole.
I have a girlfriend, Claire. We shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, no touchy. Distance yourself.
I'm not really sure.
I don't. I know you don't have a girlfriend, but I do. What are you talking about? Why are you making this about you? I know what she's talking about. Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry.
This isn't right. You have a relationship now, and I think we both need to respect that. Finally, some sense.
Forgive me too.
It's okay, don't worry about it. Oh, great. No vehicle, but it's a fucking motorcycle. Go fuck yourself. I think I'd better go, Conrad. Oh, you think? Please, can you go check what I told you?
Yes, I'll go get that book.
Thank you. Claire came up to me and gave me a little kiss on the cheek. Oh, come on, dude. I thought we were over this. We just talked about this 3 minutes ago. God. Claire came up to me and gave me a little kiss on the cheek. Afterwards, she grabbed her purse and headed for the entrance. However, when she opened the door, what Claire found was Madison's surprised face. Madison.
Huh?
Were you there all this time?
Madison? What are you doing there?
I like to stalk people? Oh. I think I should be asking you the same question.
Madison, please! I swear to you it's not what it looks like.
Not happening.
It's okay, I'm not gonna argue. Madison entered into the apartment, walking past Claire and approaching me. If you don't mind, I'd like to talk to you alone for a moment, Madison said, turning to me.
Huh?
No problem, I was just leaving anyway. Good. And Madison, please don't be hard on him. Conrad has been most respectful to me and has never done anything to risk your relationship, even though what we are doing right now is kinda risky. I don't know, maybe it's just me.
Oh, shut up.
Thank you, Claire. I'll be the one to discuss that with him. Goodbye, then. Claire shot me a little look, as if trying to tell me good luck. And of course I was going to need luck given the situation I was in. I just prayed to heaven that from Madison's perspective, it didn't look like I was doing this on the sly.
Please, my sweetie pie. I swear.
Oh, shut up.
I'm just going to ask you one question, Conrad, and I want you to answer it with complete honesty. Well, what's her problem? If she was trying to play reverse psychology, this wasn't going to work for her.
Okay, ask whatever you want.
Madison cleared her throat and fixed her gaze on me.
Did something happen that might make me doubt your feelings for me?
Something happened? I don't know. Well, I'm not sure.
What?
Conrad, I'm serious.
Well, at least there's voice acting now, so yippee.
You said I could ask anything I wanted, so don't stay silent then.
In any other circumstance, I would have been nervous that Madison was going to find out something, but on this occasion, and against all odds, it hadn't happened any further than a simple chat between old friends.
I know what you're thinking, Madison. I'm not going to lie to you. I know that on many occasions I've given you reason to doubt about us. But this time is different, I swear.
The other times, you were completely right. I was a complete asshole and I cheated on you, but not this instance, though.
Look, I'm going to be as honest as I can with you.
At this moment in time. Other times, nope.
Claire is one of the most important people in my life.
Oh boy.
She's been with me in very difficult times. When my parents got divorced, when I left home.
You sure she's not just bad luck? Just saying. Maybe it's because of her that things are happening to you.
And I have very nice memories with her. I won't deny it.
Deny it, you asshole.
But right now, I am with you. And I am happy with you. It's only been a couple of months since we started dating. And I swear I'm learning to get used to you.
Just learning to get used to you.
To know your routine. To love you just the way you are. I know I'm not much for saying this, but...
I felt as if the words were flowing out of me on their own. You sure it isn't just you reading off a script? A pre-programmed script? It was strange for me. Rarely in my life had I ever been this honest and at the same time calm with someone.
Madison, you are very important to me. And maybe I'm not the best person you can find.
Yeah, what the hell is up with that? Maybe you should change your attitude in order to not attract people like me.
Sometimes I'm grumpy, I don't have good grades, and I may get into trouble more than I can handle. But I love you.
These are all the negative traits I have, but you know, feelings, etc.
I love you. And I want you to be with me from here on out.
From the looks of her, Madison looked very confused by what I had just said to her. I didn't understand if she liked it or not, but I tried to be as honest as possible. I had nothing else to hide or say either. Whatever I had caused in her, it was purely and only my emotions.
It's all right, Conrad.
Yes, she's giving me a pass. What? What does that mean?
I think we can give ourselves another chance.
Oh, thank God by your graces.
Really?
Oh wait, no voice again. Look, this isn't going to be easy, but I think we need to start fresh in our relationship. Just look at the way you are. Sometimes we treat each other with affection, with nicknames, with trust, and other times it seems like we hate each other. Sometimes I make mean comments, and sometimes you do. Come on, we're never going to progress as a couple if we don't make the slightest effort to improve with each other.
So you're saying you want to wipe the slate clean?
Yeah, that's just what I'm saying. Are you not paying attention to the conversation, you idiot? I know we can be better, but only if we put our minds to it. And I know that may sound ridiculous and totally out of character with me, but you're also very important to me. And I don't want this bond that still has some very nice things in it to go to pieces because of simple assumptions and misunderstandings. I made a genuine smile, one that I hadn't done for years. I brought my hand up to her face and lightly caressed her cheek.
I wasn't wrong when I decided you'd be my girl.
Oh, come on, don't make me blush anymore. Madison took my hand from her face and squeezed it lovingly. But Conrad, if you really care about me like you say you do, let's make an effort to change this routine.
I'm sorry I didn't realize this before.
God damn it, I just realized it. I'm the one who's doing Madison's voice, so it's like I'm talking to Conrad. I'm the one I'm the one being confessed to. I'm the one being poured out their old feelings and stuff.
On it.
It's okay, we all make mistakes. And so ended the evening's conversation. This morning when I woke up, I wouldn't have imagined that a reset could happen in my current relationship, at least now when under the consciousness. Madison and I have broken up countless times, always over stupid things so insignificant that we ended up going back because of how silly they were. But now it's different. Apparently both wanted a fresh start, to thaw that feeling of being in love and that we had put on hold for several weeks just to continue with a boring routine. In the end, Madison returned home calm and serene. At least I know I had one less problem, and what really mattered now was researching that book. I didn't want to do it, to be honest. It was so irrelevant to me at that time. What benefit or advantage could I have gotten out of going after a stupid book that was brought us nothing but trouble and problems? But it was a very special favor Claire asked of me, and I was going to refuse it. Wait, let me just go. Okay, where are we going? I pulled my car keys out of my pocket and walked over to where it was parked. I didn't care what had happened in the afternoon. For some strange reason, I felt the need to check what Claire told me. I have to check what happened to that book, and have to do it now. Or else. I started the car and accelerated as fast as I could. On the way, I ran into Madison's mom's car. Obviously, they recognized me instantly, so I gave them a little smile and went on about my business. Madison looked a little surprised, smiling back at me genuinely. I didn't want to stop for anything or anyone. I pressed the accelerator as hard as I could, trying to reach my destination as soon as possible. And as dangerous as it was, this time I had to go the fastest possible. At least I hoped that this time I wouldn't run into a human being on the road or that another fucking incident would happen. I arrived at the same place where we stopped in the car a few days ago. I didn't know how, but I remembered approximately the route I had taken, and somehow or the other, I managed to get to the exact spot.
Yes, this is definitely the place.
I looked around, trying to remember what had happened, in which part of the road an accident occurred, and where we were walking until we reached the book. Fresh in my mind was the moment when Claire realized there was an object lying in the bushes.
What's that, Dice?
Hooray, voice acting.
A grimoire?
Grimoire.
What?
A grimoire.
It's sophisticated pronunciation you wouldn't understand. She seemed too surprised to have just found a book. Looking at it from another point of view, the rest of us were also very surprised when we saw that book lying on the ground, especially because of the bloodstains and very particular symbols it had. However, Madison, Andrew, and I reacted as if nothing was important. Hell, I genuinely thought it was just an unfortunate coincidence. But there's never been a series of slightly strange events that have made me doubt that. Just taking into account that Amelia hasn't shown up since yesterday is already a lot to say. This was the time when I needed someone's support the most. And that someone was Mr. Harrison. Oh god, that man gave the best advice a human being could give. I remember he always helped me when I first left my parents' house, checking to make sure I was always eating properly. It's a pity that the poor man is sick, but it's quite normal considering the death of his wife. But if he were here, it would probably be a very different situation for the five of us. He would probably help us find a solution that made sense and improved everyone's mood. Even if there was no solution, he would tell us not to complicate our lives if he didn't think it was important. And the real problem was whether it mattered. I hope and want that these are nothing more than coincidences as I have believed up to this time. I cannot imagine what to do if it were otherwise. I looked for several minutes for an indication that the book was in the same place. but there was so much dirt and so many bushes that it was a bit difficult for me to understand if I was going the right way.
Huh?
After an intense search, I came across a peculiar object that looked like something out of a horror movie. It was an extremely old book with a musty smell, written in who knows what language, and bloodstains.
Yeah, it has to be this one. The look is unmistakable.
Does it say Grimoire on it? Seeing that my car was stopped in the middle of the road, a vehicle stopped for a moment to see if something had happened to me. The man stuck his head out of the car and blew his horn, asking if everything was okay. Apparently, it looked like I had a flat tire or something.
Mind your own business!
Dude, you could just said, "Nah, I'm fine, bruh." The man's expression of kindness changed immediately when he realized I wasn't interested in his help. I received a generic insult as a consequence, and rightly so. I held up my middle finger to the man as he went grumbling to himself. I waited for him to leave and made sure no cars were passing by. It might have seemed like a rude act, but I couldn't risk being caught tampering with this book either. The consequences of anyone else finding out about it were unknown to me, and I preferred not to face them. I returned my gaze again to concentrate on my find. Then I knelt down and settled both hands on the ground. There you go. The sight in question was the weirdest in the world. It felt wrong just being near this object. It was like looking at something I knew wasn't supposed to see. As if it were forbidden even to appreciate the figures marked on its pages. And the blood marks, so defined and now brown.
Means that yesterday's blood was fresh.
When we first found the book, the red of the blood was intense, making it evident that it could belong to what we thought we ran over. But it wasn't until this... I'm back, sorry about that. But it wasn't until this moment that I realized it, and that maybe this was proof that something important happened that night.
Hold on!
Wait, who said that? Is that another me from another alternate route? An intense flash illuminated my face. Turn down that light. A silhouette of an elderly woman with long hair and pale face appeared before me. In her sunken cheekbones, I could see that the woman was already very aged, but she still looked radiant, beautiful like no other. I feared I recognized that face. Oh, is this Auntie? I feared she was who I was thinking of, not because it was bad, but because it meant that something really outside the realm of possibility might be happening to me.
Huh?
I didn't understand what was happening, and for the first time in a long time I had a feeling that you get when something inside you tells you that you're not part of this world. The feeling was like seeing myself in the third person through someone else's eyes. But this did not stop the events following this from happening, nor did it stop the emotions from being transmitted to me in the first person.
Connie, please step away.
The expression on my face gradually changed as I confirmed who it was. I was in shock for a few seconds until I finally reacted.
Auntie?
Connie, my darling. I'm so happy you recognized me. It's been so long since I last saw you. It was that time when you last tasted the stew you loved so much.
If the previous thing had seemed strange to me, this was beyond the limit of my reality, beyond what my mind was willing to comprehend.
But what? How?
I don't have much time, my pretty boy.
No, you're dead! This can't be real.
I shook my head hard and directed my fist towards my face. I punched as hard as I could, and when I felt I had done enough damage, I punched my face again.
Ugh.
Owie. Stop hurting yourself. The woman made a gesture of concern and sadness, seeing how I was causing me harm.
Stop, please!
But you can't be here. I was at your funeral. I saw when they buried you.
My boy. My dear, sweet boy.
Maybe that's the devil's whisper. I don't know.
Please. You have to listen to me. It doesn't matter if you believe me or not. Just do what I tell you.
I think it matters if we believe or not. Because if you don't believe, why would we ever do what you want? Just saying.
There is a presence hovering around you and your friends. Waiting in the shadows.
The Book of Shadows.
I've done everything I can to keep anything from happening to you. But it's getting more and more stronger every day. It's something very dark. So much so that even I, from this plane, can't do any further to help you. I just came to tell you. No, to warn you to stay away from this place. You did something different than what was written. And it was in this place that this change in your destiny occurred.
So it's okay for me to run over people? Awesome. I need a license for that. The license to run over people. Oh, nothing personnel, kid. I'm just gonna run over you for the sake of the world, you know, all that stuff.
This book is nothing more than proof of the darkness and negative energy that is all around you. Please put this book down and get out of here. You can't wait another second.
And she sounds convincing, but tell me more, or you are not real.
God, I don't understand a word of this.
What language are you speaking?
I mean, why are you here? And why right now? And I don't even know where to begin. What do you mean by a presence?
You know, the thing you get under a Christmas tree? No.
My boy. You don't know how much I wish I could talk to you for one more second. But there's nothing more I can do for you. Run away, Connie.
What about my friends?
You're still in time. Don't let it be too late.
But what about my other friends?
He's coming.
Who?
Don't listen to him, please. Get away from him. And never forget that I love you, Conrad. Always keep that in mind.
Wait! Don't go! Please!
Great acting. After another intense flash and a sound I can't describe in words, my aunt's figure disappeared. What the hell was that all about? It couldn't be real. There's no way a sane human being like me is going through this.
Auntie, I always dreamed of this moment. But I never would have imagined it would happen in such a weird situation like this.
Oh man. I looked down at the book with anger, remembering every bitter moment that had happened to me since that night. I had no one else to blame except Amelia, of course, but she felt that way too as a result of finding this damned object.
You damn book.
Fuck you, book, you big meanie.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Yeah, do you have an ID or something?
You're nothing but a stupid inert object. Nothing more than that.
Huh, and I have a soul. I can live, I can eat and stuff, unlike you dumb book.
This whole thing about a curse, about a presence, is all just bullshit. Amelia's bullshit to get the attention of all of us, and it's all your damn fault. If we hadn't found you that night, at least we would have left peacefully knowing that it was all an unfortunate incident. But no! Your damned appearance only confirmed to us that there was someone behind it all. It's your fault! You hear that, bastard book? Your fucking fault!
Great voice acting. I love how every line is mixed properly. But then again, what's up with the girls not having their voice lines? Are they not done with their part?
And I'm going to be the one to end all this stupidity once and for all!
Is he gonna burn it? I pulled the lighter, nice, out of my back bag and took the lid off. Why the hell do you even have a lighter?
This is what you want, right? This is what you fucking want!
Yeah! I lit the flame of the lighter and brought it close to the pages of the book. Just one move, just a little tilt, and the pages of this will be burning. This is going to end once and for all. Let's see. Where am I? Alright, 13. Burn it! Without a second thought, I brought the flame close to the pages and held my finger like that for a few seconds. Due to the inclination of my hand, the fire began to touch my skin. Owie. However, the pain had become irrelevant. I just wanted it all to end. Yeah. Fuck you, but for a few seconds, the first pages the flames touched began to burn. The satisfaction I felt was otherworldly, almost like breathing fresh air or starting from scratch. But a strong gust of wind blew at that instant, blowing out the flames and causing me to drop my lighter. Ah, asshole.
What?
I fell to the ground too, unable to move a single muscle. The light of everything around me also disappeared. What the hell happened? Even the moonlight and the cars vanished from the world, leaving me in total darkness and an absolute silence. Tears were streaming down my face, and a sharp, relentless chill consumed me, overwhelming my senses until I couldn't. Typo there. I couldn't think of nothing else. I could think of nothing else. A thunderous sound startled me. A sharp pain in my ears started at this moment. An intense fog and a strange smell of sulfurs filled the air around me. It would be a despicable lie to claim that I wasn't scared. And from the ground with my eyes clouded and the little strength I had, I glimpsed a strange silhouette in front of me. Hey, who's that? You look like a devil. It was like a human being, but with something on its back and its face almost completely blackened. Are those boobs? I caught a glimpse of a slight smile on his face. Oh, his face? Boo, go away. But he immediately changed his expression.
Humans are so interesting.
Yeah, you should check the malls we do. Or the inventions we does, like handheld game consoles. Those are awesome. A deep voice, loud and booming through my whole being, made me shudder.
Who are you?
Okay, are you gonna answer or just gonna laugh?
What?
It's been so long since I've heard that question. You see, Conrad, I'm not much for appearing to human beings, but my only means of contact with you is through this book.
What? Your cell phone doesn't have enough range or something? What are we doing here?
And you, in a very bold, disrespectful, and irreverent way, tried to get rid of it.
Yeah, it managed to make one of my friends disappear, so I'm just...
Oh, you have no idea. Oh, you really have no idea how precious this object can be in the right hands. Desires, virtues, longings, every one of your fantasies can be fulfilled.
Tempting?
It's so funny to see human beings being ecstatic about the facilities this little object can offer on the face of the earth. Do you really think you have the authority to decide when it should cease to exist?
I mean, I could at least try.
Please, let me go. I beg you.
Oh, Conrad. All I see is your sad little face, and you make me pity you. This whole time, you've been trying to look tough and grotesque. You're so useless that you don't realize how weak you are.
So, can I still burn the book, though?
It's too late now, dear child. This will be the last time you'll experience anything as a human being.
Why, are you gonna turn me into a slime thing like from that book called I Have No Mouth and I'm Scream?
So, as payment for the damage you caused to my book, I'm gonna take your puny soul to keep a balance.
Okay, that doesn't sound like a good deal.
What? My soul?
Why do you care? It's barely valuable enough for you to be considered a human being. Didn't you say you hate life so much?
It was a figure of speech.
No. I wouldn't say...
I say a lot of things.
I wasn't talking seriously.
Oh, I'm sure your earlier self wouldn't agree with you.
My mind was completely frozen. I wanted to defend myself to stop this monster from doing whatever he wanted to do to me. However, fear so primal and pure was not my best ally in this circumstance. Damn it, comrade, think of something. I have to survive this. I don't want to die. Not now. What are you gonna do? Is that a sword? Long sharp nails came out from the strange being's fingers, bringing them closer towards my torso. Oh, you perv. I could hear my teeth trembling as I tried to put my hands in front of me to protect myself uselessly. Ah, crap. Ah, you stabbed me. You could have done anything, but you stabbed me. Ah, again. After a few seconds, the creature pulled its nails out of my torso, leaving the marks of the holes on my abdomen and chest. Subsequent to this, the man again directed his nails towards my body, inserting them again. You fucking asshole. Stop that. You're staining my shirt. I had no time or strength to react. My heart was beating so fast that the little blood was left in me and was shooting out every wound and hole in me. Not one more word to formulate, not one more move I made could change what was happening. It was my fate to die here, alone and sad for not having known how to make the right choices. But death was already around the corner, perhaps in a very literal way. My regrets barely had time to enter my head. With no chance of maintaining consciousness, I slowly faded away, falling to a deep sleep. A deep sleep from which I will never wake up. Oh man. Oh, chapter 3. Hooray. Yeah. Okay, thank you, achievement. Okay, so I have to end it here, fellas, because I have to prepare for work. So this is the Devil's Whisper. Holy crap. We're finally gonna get a redemption arc, and it was all thwarted by the devil himself. If you want to try the game for yourself, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.